reality is a lot of people do assume that football is accessible, and the dim reality isn't. It's not.
Without football, there's kids that get strayed down the wrong path, and I thank God that football was there for me to be able to show me the positives in life and actually steer me into the right path.
I see Imala being a leader in the industry, basically transforming Caribbean football, providing opportunities for players not just in St. Croix but all over the Caribbean.
Anywhere I go, mo láti padà sílé mi. 'Cause my mommy wọ́n wà nílé mi. I no want me person tell me say I too lazy. Olúwa bọ̀nà ọ̀flẹ̀lẹ̀ ni. As I dey hustle, like I dey Bayo Ogun lazy. No go talk say me I too lazy. Anywhere I go, mo láti padà sílé mi. 'Cause my mommy wọ́n wà nílé mi. Funkilla. I go show you wonder what it wonderful. You no go believe wetin wan happen. No disturbance when the gbedu wan catch you.
What does it mean to represent the Caribbean both on and off the pitch?
I think it just shows that there's talent anywhere in the world. Even the Caribbean, it's not just Europe, it's not America, it could be found anywhere.
It's a good feeling because I feel like us, especially for me, that grew up in Jamaica, we never have much. And I feel like me doing this is kind of giving the kids the hope, and without hope, it's nothing.
How important is community in the Caribbean, and how has football strengthened that bond?
Well, see, I grew up with community, Jamaica, they say out of many you get one, because for such a small island, you could say something to one person, it reaches the other person right away, and then with football, it combines all of that as well. Football is basically a giant family, like when you're playing with your team, or your teammates, or your coaches, it's just a whole community that brings people together.
These roads of flames are catching a fire.
The main thing football provides for the youth at a young age is a structure, routine, schedule, and that's the main thing that keeps them off the streets and with something to do and with role models and caretakers looking after them.
I love the way Imala, it looks out after kids' future. It paves the way, it gives different pathways to, success, especially in the sports of soccer. So when I think about Imala, I think about opportunities, professionalism, familyhood. It's really beautiful, I love it.
These roads of flames are catching a fire.
There was no one found worthy
of the increase of his peace and government. There'll be no man.
The partnerships are essential for us. They allow us to connect the coaches, the players, to the clubs, and also the universities. So it's very important that we get, as many people on board, and we continue to foster our partnerships worldwide.
The reality is a lot of people do assume that football is accessible, and the dim reality isn't. It's not. Football in the streets, yeah, you see it everywhere. You can play football with your mates, but when we're talking about safe, structured educational environments, those are few and far between, and unfortunately the reality is our kids don't have access.
Joanna, Joanna, how you do me like Joanna, Joanna.
What is the first thing that comes to mind when I say Imala Academy?
Youth development, the next generation. It's very important, that we spend a lot of time with the youth to help them develop, whether it's on the field and off the field, and just being role models to them. That's key.
In the Caribbean, there's always a tight bond, and football always brings all the guys together. You know, so it's a great thing to see that in communities or in the Caribbean itself, football is like a main sport, so it brings a lot of people together.
What advice would you give a young aspiring footballer watching this?
The main advice is persistence. That's the main thing you need to never give up. And that's the primary message I would send to all athletes, because it's a hard road, and without persistence, it's hard to achieve a dream. So keep going, just keep working hard, don't give up.
Joanna, why you do me just like that? I go give you all my loving. Love me too, I love you back. Joanna, you be the man, damn sugar. Man, damn sugar. Oh, hey.